I want to walk you through the entire rock project from beginning to end, okay? So we'll cover everything to get to a finished photorealistic rock, and then we'll look at these next week where you'll get new assignments, okay? Does that make sense? So if you have any questions as we go, ask them, and we can cover everything you need to know. I'm going to go for this rock here, so we can see it there, and so I'm going to start. I'll actually start with a. I will start with a cone to do something different. Why not? I'm going to make the base bigger. I'm going to give it fewer sections. No, I like that. I'm going to give it fewer sections this way. Like that, I'd say. Okay, I'm also going to turn on this high quality mode for when I put a shader on there. And I'm going to lift the whole thing up just so it's sitting on top of the grid. Like that. And I'm going to use the M tool to push and pull some points to begin. Just holding down M and deciding what's going to be where. I'll push that like that, and this like this. And I probably want the front to be even like that. Pull that like that. I hope I got the right one there. And let's see from the side here. I'll push and pull some other points. And the bottom of it is actually fairly flat, but not entirely. We'll push some of the edges up a bit. And we'll take a look at what we're looking at right there, which is pretty basic. Just for kicks, I'll push the plus key and see where that's going. And I'm also going to turn on polymesh holes so I can push it and pull it later. Let me put a texture on it. I have it selected. I'm going to go to Material, Lambert. Drop this to black. And for this over here, I will try Fractal, since I've had happy results with it before. Like that. We don't see anything because I have to put an implicit object around it for how this will go onto it. I'm going to try spherical. And actually, I'm kind of okay with spherical. I'm going to pull a render region because I'll get a better result with that. It'll give me better feedback for what's going on. Turn up that detail. One thing is I need a background for it to be on. Primitive polygon mesh. I'm going to put down a disk. This will just be something for it to sit on top of. I'll close the center of it. I'll increase the outside of it and give it a little bit more detail that way. And that means when I pull this, we see it sitting on something. Let me give that a texture. Material, Lambert. I'm going to pick something very simple. I'll pick checkerboard. Like that. And I need it to cast XZ like that. Maybe I'll make the checkers a little bit smaller. Let's try 10 and 10. Oh, wrong one, 10. Yeah, well, maybe I'll try even more. I'll try 20 and 20. Good. So I can zoom in on it and get a better feedback on it. Now I want to deal with the texture on this object. I'm going to select it again. I can probably use the back arrow and get to it. Although instead what I'll do is I'll hit Alt-Enter and pick the Lambert shader here and walk out there. Pull this. And let's look at the fractal settings on it. First off, color-wise, there's going to be another color needed, I'm certain of that, but let me try to get it closer to what I want it to be. Diffusion. Frequency multiplier. Well, that's kind of interesting. I'm going to close this because I'll get faster feedback looking at it here. Much faster feedback. Somewhere there. Good. And all I'm doing with these is playing with them until I find something I like. That I kind of like. That I like too. Ah, there we go.
How do you do that?
By playing with the sliders. In particular, this complexity slider. With any of these procedural shaders, you're going to play with the settings to find out what they do. If I go for the help in them, it will give me a page that will basically just describe each slider and give you some idea what it does. Let you select two noise functions, controls how much of the normal area diffuses into the threshold area, defines at what level the fractal is clipped, i.e. So unless you have a good understanding of fractal mathematics, it might not help that much. On the other hand, in general, in anything like this, in any piece of software, the way you're going to find out about it is by playing with it. So what I will do is I will move a slider and see what happens. And if I don't like it, put it back. That's really hugely important to put it back, because sometimes these sliders interact with each other. Hi. Go on. What's up, Julie?
I wanted you to do a class, or is this a...
Well, it's yes, but is it quick or is it?
It is quick. I have a student who has Final Cut X, which
Okay.
I don't know anything about.
Okay.
And he was looking for some help, and I said perhaps up here.
When you mean help, what do you mean help?
And this is Professor Schmidt,
Yeah,
and
hi.
this is
How are you?
Amgad Sakari.
Hi, my name is Amgad. I just started working on it and I'm doing a lot of editing.
Okay.
And I tried to search on the internet to get something out, but it's not much and different than 7.
Because not many people use it.
And because
No,
it's
shouldn't.
not as good as, in my opinion.
It's a more home user product.
Yeah.
We have other products up here, but not that, unfortunately. I'm trying to think of anybody I know who does use it, and no one comes to mind. Did you buy it or did you?
Yeah, I already have the software at home.
I told him to get 7, but
Yes.
he got a good deal, so
Okay.
that's how we wound up with it.
Do you want me to go back to 7?
Well,
I do.
to tell you the truth, I from everything I've heard, that's what most people
Really?
do. Yes.
X is dumbed down.
I hate to put it that way, but yeah. Apple has an issue where the way they sell software, they want to sell loads and loads of it, and you don't sell loads of video editors. So in an attempt to dumb down their video editor,
They made X.
yes.
So I'm going to go back to 7 and come back to you.
Well,
You could come back to me.
yes, you could come right back to Julie, yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm sorry, but we don't have much up here about it.
All right.
I'll see if there are tutorials for iPads and stuff. I'm
Yes, you
so
can
sorry
look.
to
That's okay,
interrupt.
All
Julie.
right, thanks.
It's a pleasure, though, to
Yes. Let me play with this a little more, folks. Sorry about getting distracted there. Actually, I sort of like that. All I want to do is change one of the colors. I'm going to put another shader into it. I will pick Fractal again, which should put, when it gets to it, another shader inside of, we'll use the same texture space, inside of the white areas, which means I can do something like make this yellow. Although not that yellow, that's kind of awful. That's better, but still needs some adjustment, and probably white for my, yeah, there we go. And now I can start to play with these settings to get this to, I should turn that back. You know, I think I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm going to pull a render region and make sure I'm seeing the difference. Okay. Diffusion. When I get it right, we should suddenly see a very big difference. Threshold. It doesn't like the white color. Let's try the black color. Okay. Ah, now we're getting some feedback. Good. Still nothing there. Okay. Good. Better. Ah, there we go. Now I'm kind of playing between the different settings there. As you see, maybe I've gone too far here. I'm not certain. I might not even like that, to tell you the truth. I might start all over again shader-wise. Although, for now, let's see what happens. I'm going to put a bump map on it. Which It should change it considerably. Should. Oh, you know what? I probably have to go back a texture or two. I'll go here. I'll hit this. We'll pick this bump map here. And let that re-render. There we go. Ah, that's actually not that bad. And you see in my high quality view, I totally lost it. I won't see it at all in high quality. But I will see it here, which is the important part. I would probably want to do a couple other things edgewise here. I'll just go right into it and I'll select the edges. Go to edge mode. Oh, it's very unhappy in high quality. Let me go back to that. Ooh, the render region's still there for some reason. How about that? Okay, now I would select some edges. Maybe I'll select all the edges. Or I'll select all the edges on the top. Like this, and I'm going to set some crease values to kind of push this closer to where I want it to be. That's a little bit better. And I'll go to point mode and select a couple points that will become, will also get crease values. Set edge vertex crease values, which you'll see will make those points stick straight to those parts, which actually might look a little bit weird, but I'll deal with it. I'm going to go to polygon mode, select my polygons, and I will add, I'm going to subdivide them to give us more detail to work with. I kind of like that. And then from here, I'm going to push and pull some points to modify things a bit. And we'll just take a look. Yeah. If we pull a render region on this, how it looks. Actually, I think my yellow is too strong. Any thoughts on that? Is it there? Is it not there? Does it meet photoreal? I'm going to modify the yellow just a tad. I'll go over here, I'll go here, and I'll go here. And this yellow shade, I probably want to desaturate like that. Yeah, that's better. And over here, we might bring this up a little. Okay. I'm going to